Hi everyone, welcome to the VA Success Guide, where we turn your virtual assistant into your business superpower. I'm Nicole Magelssen, founder and CEO of Alpine Virtual, where we have helped save clients over 100,000 hours with virtual assistant support. So today we are going to tackle something that can make or break your business and your business relationships, and that is the crucial first step of client onboarding. We're going to walk through how a VA can make this work well for your business and how to use them correctly. So you know that crucial first impression when a new client is deciding whether or not they made a complete mistake by hiring you. If you get it wrong, best case scenario, you're spending weeks trying to rebuild trust. If you get it right, you've set the foundation for a profitable long-term relationship. Here's the thing though, most business owners are handling onboarding themselves. They're spending hours on tasks that could easily be delegated. Or worse, they're winging it completely. There's no systems. They're leaving clients confused and frustrated. But what if I told you that a virtual assistant could transform your onboarding from chaotic and planless to seamless while freeing up your time to focus on actual client work or bringing in new business? So let's share what happened with one of our clients. She was a business coach and she was spending about 12 hours per new client just on onboarding tasks. She was sending welcome emails, she was scheduling calls, she was collecting paperwork, she was following up on missing documents, she was creating and sending initial videos. She was basically working as her own administrative assistant instead of doing the coaching, which is what her clients were paying these premium rates for. So after we helped her by delegating her onboarding process to a VA, something really incredible happened. Not only did she get back those 12 hours per client, but her client satisfaction and retention went way up. Why? Because onboarding became consistent, it had a system, it was professional, and it was thorough. So there was no more really delayed or forgotten follow-ups. There was no missing welcome packets or things being sent at midnight. And she was able to focus on what she did best. So let's break down exactly how your VA can revolutionize your client onboarding process. The first step is creating a systematic intake process. So most business owners handle new paperwork like it's this one-off event every time, but your VA can set up automated systems using tools like Dubsado or Honeybook or even Google Forms if that's what you prefer to collect all of the necessary client information, contracts, and payments in a logical sequence. So things are going to go off without a hitch and your clients will love how quick it's happening. But here's where it gets really powerful. Your VA can create conditional logic in these forms. So if a client selects a branding package, they automatically get a different follow-up question than someone who selects web design. This means that every client is going to get this customized experience without you having to manually sort through all of the responses and then create different responses based off their responses. Your VA can also set up automatic email sequences that trigger based on client actions. So if a contract is signed, then a welcome email goes out immediately. Payment is received, the next step email sends automatically. This creates a professional experience that happens 24/7. Even when you're sleeping, they're getting all the information that they need. The second major improvement is creating professional welcome materials that actually are getting used. Most business owners either skip this entirely or create a basic PDF that sits in someone's inbox forever. Your VA can develop comprehensive welcome packets that include not just the information, but also interactive elements that are going to keep your clients engaged with the materials. Think about including things like a short personalized welcome video, a clear timeline of what happens next, FAQ documents, and addressing common concerns or questions, even access to a private client portal or maybe a Facebook group. Your VA can customize these materials for different service packages so that a 6-month coaching client gets completely different resources than someone booking a one-time consult. One of our clients, who was actually a marketing consultant, had her VA create a welcome packets that included a quick video tour of their client portal, a PDF guide to their communication preferences, and a calendar link for their first strategy session. So the client feedback that they were getting, it transformed from, I'm really not sure what happens next, to this is the most organized company that I've ever worked with. They were getting feedback like, I can tell from your professionalism that I'm going to get great services. So the third area where VAs excel is in managing scheduling and communication flow. So new clients often need a lot more touch points as they get started. They need discovery calls, they need strategy sessions, they need check-ins, they need document reviews, and managing all of this manually is a nightmare for the back and forth emails and for the missed appointments. Your VA can set up the sophisticated scheduling systems that automatically space out appointments appropriately and then send reminders at optimal times and even reschedule when needed. So they can manage your calendar across multiple time zones if you are working with clients who are in different time zones or maybe who are international. And they can ensure that you never have the back-to-back onboarding calls that leave you completely frazzled or drained. But beyond just scheduling, your VA can manage all the communication touch points that you need. So they can send check-in emails at key milestones, they can follow up on completed tasks, and they can keep clients informed about all of the progress. So this consistent communication that your clients are getting is going to prevent that really awkward silence period where clients are wondering if they made a mistake in hiring you, or they're wondering if their money, all the money they spent on this premium offering, is worth it. The fourth transformation is implementing progress tracking that actually works. So most business owners either don't track onboarding progress at all, or they use complicated systems that require constant maintenance. Your VA can create simple but effective tracking systems. They can use tools like Trello or maybe ClickUp or even Google Sheets, whatever it is that you prefer. The key is going to be creating visual progress indicators that both you and your client can see. Your VA can set up automated status updates so clients know exactly where they are in the onboarding process and what they can expect will come next. These eliminate those what's happening with my project emails, or worse, them just thinking it and not asking, and creates confidence in your process. VAs can also identify the bottlenecks in your onboarding processes by tracking how long each step takes across different clients. And maybe you will discover that clients are consistently getting stuck at the exact same spot, which gives you the valuable information you need to improve your progress. The fifth major improvement is systematic feedback collection and process optimization. Most business owners never ask for feedback on their onboarding process, which means they never actually know what's working and what's actually creating friction or roadblocks. Your VA can create simple feedback surveys that will go out to key points on the onboarding process, maybe one after the welcome packet is delivered, another one after the first strategy session, and a final one when onboarding is complete. Whatever cadence works for you, getting that feedback is crucial. But here's the most crucial part. Your VA can actually analyze this feedback and then suggest improvements. So they might notice that clients are consistently mentioning that they're confused about a particular step, or that they love a certain element that could be expanded and built upon. This data-driven approach to improving your onboarding process is something that a lot of small business owners never implement, but it actually is a really big step that can improve client satisfaction and reduce client churn. Now let's talk about the financial impact of delegating onboarding to your VA. When you're handling onboarding yourself, you're essentially doing administrative work at your full hourly rate. So if you charge about $200 per hour for consulting, but spend 12 hours onboarding each client, that's $2,400 worth of time spent per client. A skilled VA can handle most onboarding tasks for a fraction of that cost, maybe $300 to $500 per client, depending on the complexity of the work. That is a massive cost savings that goes straight to your bottom line. Plus, when your onboarding process is professional and smooth, clients are more likely to refer others and less likely to request refunds or dispute the charges. But beyond the direct cost savings, there's an opportunity cost factor as well. So those 12 hours that you're not spending on onboarding can be used on things that are in your zone of genius on revenue generating activities like client work, like business development, marketing, or creating new service offerings. One of our clients calculated that delegating onboarding freed up enough time to take on 2 additional clients per month, which more than paid for their VA investment. Here's something crucial about making this work. Your VA needs to clear systems and documentation to be effective. You can't just say, all right, handle onboarding and expect to get really good results. You need to create what we call an onboarding playbook or SOPs that outline every step, every template, every system that your VA will use. This playbook will include things like email templates for different scenarios, checklists for each type of client, troubleshooting guides for common issues, and clear escalation procedures for when your personal attention is needed. Anything that you have to have exactly how you want it needs to be included. You can have your VA create this as you go and then improve it as they see holes in your systems. The time that you invest in creating this documentation pays dividends in consistent professional client experiences. The best part about systemizing your onboarding process is that it becomes a competitive advantage. So when prospects are comparing you to competitors, professional onboarding makes you really stand out. It signals that you are organized, you're ahead of the game, you're innovative, you're established, and you are serious about this client and about their success. I have seen businesses win clients specifically because their onboarding process was so impressive to them during that initial sales process. So when a prospect sees your organized intake forms, professional welcome materials, and clear communication about next steps, it builds confidence that you will deliver the same level of professionalism throughout the entire project. Your virtual assistant can transform client onboarding from a time-consuming necessity to a competitive advantage that actually improves your client relationships while saving you time and money. The key is to approach it strategically and to have clear systems and clear expectations. So if you're ready to delegate your onboarding process, start by documenting all of your current processes, identifying the most time-consuming tasks, the tasks that don't require your brain and your zone of genius, and then creating templates and systems that your VA can follow. The investment in setting this up properly will pay off every single client relationship moving forward. Thank you so much for watching the VA Success Guide. If you thought this was helpful, subscribe and hit the bell for more strategies to maximize your virtual assistant partnership. What part of your client onboarding process takes up the most time for you? Drop a comment below and let me know. Until next time, keep making your VA your business superpower.